Hey guys, we got a 2006 Chevy HHR that came here with the check engine light on, and customer complains of poor heat. Little to poor heat output out of the heater. So I scanned it and this is what I found. So we have a code that says engine temperature below thermostat regulating temperature. This basically means the vehicle needs a new thermostat. So let's put a thermostat in it. The thermostat is located way down on the back side of the engine on the driver's side back here. It's real low in the system, so because of that we're going to drain the coolant so that we don't spill it all over the floor. I just took the radiator cap off. I'm going to lift the car up and open the petcock in the bottom of the radiator to drain the coolant out of it. Underneath the car, on the passenger side, let's see, where are we looking here? Way over there on the right side of the radiator, there's a drain valve. It's really hard to get at because of this thing here being in the way, but I used a pair of pliers and I got it started to turn. I'm going to try to turn it loose with these pliers and minimize the mess. You'll notice that once you get that open, coolant will start to run out of the bottom of that mount. Okay, the car's finally done dripping, and let me show you where we're at here. Let's see, right there is the thermostat housing. And there's two bolts. There's one inside there and the other one is down behind these wires here. It's a pretty straightforward job once you can get around all the wires and everything in your way. Here is the thermostat supplied by the customer. It's good because it just has a rubber O-ring around it that it seals with, so you don't got to fight with a gasket way down in there where it's really hard to get at. This is a 180-degree thermostat, or for my Canadian friends, 82 degrees Celsius. So let's pull that out of there. There's probably still going to be some coolant that'll spill. We'll put our pan underneath it. We'll catch what we can. And we'll pull that out and we'll throw the new one in. Okay, there's two bolts on there. I know it's really hard to see. There's no real easy way to film this. They're 10 millimeter, so got a real long extension here with a 10 millimeter on the end, and let's loosen those bolts up. Be a good idea if a guy had a magnet handy. Now would be the time to have it out. Don't want to drop that bolt. Be looking for it. Crap. what the heck, it fell down in there. Okay. You guys probably aren't going to be able to see this next one, but I can't see it either, so we're in the same boat here. This will be tricky to put back on. Boy, I can't even see that to put my magnet on it. It's all in the fingers, boys. All right. Now we should be able to just pull that hose up. There's our thermostat. Ooh, I see the problem already. Yeah, it's stuck. Super long needle nose pliers. Let's pluck this thing out of there. Alright. Let me see if I can tone down this light a little bit, maybe. You guys see this right here? That's actually the sealing surface where the thermostat seals against that rubber. See the difference? Look at this. It's peeling right up all around. It's like almost like a contaminant or something got in there and tore that rubber up. Both sides. Look at that. I wonder why this thing wasn't working. So basically what's happening is all this rubber is all jammed up and swole up, and it's not creating a good seal like this one. See the rubber in here? So it's not creating a good seal, and it's allowing the coolant to pass through this thermostat because the thermostat's not fully closing. And what that does is it keeps the vehicle in open loop, and you get worse gas mileage and poor heat performance, and your check engine light comes on. Let's put the new thermostat in. It's tough to get an arm down in there. There's a little groove in there. I know you guys can't see it. Take my word for it. A little groove in there where the outer edge of the thermostat with that rubber O-ring sits right down in the groove. And then the thermostat housing on the end of the hose kind of sandwiches into place. The trickiest part is going to be getting these bolts back in. There's just no reaching down in there. So I can't really reach my hand down in there to start this second bolt. And when I put the bolt in the socket, it's loose and it'll fall out. So a little trick here, get yourself a piece of paper and stick it through there and then tear off the excess paper around the bolt. And now the bolt is stuck in the socket. Not hard, just hard enough to hold it in place until I can get it in the hole. Easy there. Where's my hole at? I'm going to tighten that petcock valve up on the bottom of the radiator. You only want to tighten that as tight as it'll go, pretty much hand tight because it's plastic. Plastic threads, plastic tabs on it. It's an O-ring seal, so it doesn't have to be super cranked down tight. Okay, we're back in the car. I just got done with a test drive. You can see the engine's been running for almost 22 minutes now. We're up to 190 degrees, and loop status, closed loop. So that's good. Don't get too hung up on the 190. It's got a 180 thermostat in it. But your engine coolant temp sensor isn't mounted right next to the thermostat, pretty much on any engine. So you're going to see a little bit of a fluctuation in the value on the coolant. But this is good news. It gets up to temp, and we reach closed loop status. So this is a fix. Whew, that's bright. I don't know how well you guys can see me, but if anybody found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.